G'day there. Just a quick little tutorial on System Mechanic Professional. I'll make it a quick one, so if you haven't done so already, as I've mentioned, there's a new version that come out. I'd be going up to Help, check for product updates, because there's a new version that come out, version 14.5, which has got new features, which would probably be good to use on an older computer. So once again, that's just going to Help from your main screen, check for product updates, and go through and install the new version. One of the new things that did come with it, although it still shows in your current version, is if you click on individual tools, this Net Booster one, optimize internet settings, increase internet speed, because at the moment, the current version, if you haven't updated, it doesn't actually work, just because of the Windows settings, but the updated version now does. That is applicable, so it might have been something they've been working on in their programming. But anyway, I'm going to show you two main things, or two or three main things. Firstly is Program Accelerator. So this is, I'll just go back to the main screen. So Program Accelerator, we go Toolbox. I'll just drop that down, Toolbox, Individual Tools, Program Accelerator, Start. If you've got more than one drive, you can put a tick in it, but I've just got this C drive at the moment. And so it's looking to, it's sort of a defrag, it's a defrag program, but it also optimizes files and actual programs. It does a couple more tweaks than your normal defrag does, so we'll click on Analyze Now. And I'd say if you actually haven't used this this part of the program before, I'd be going through and running it, despite what the recommendation comes out as being. But I'm sure mine's going to come out with no action needed, because I sort of keep on top of it. Okay, so alright, so I've got no action needed as the recommendation. File fragmentation's at 1.82%. I've got 7 gig of fragmented files. I mean, that's still a fair bit, to be honest. So I will probably go through and do next, because 7 gig, that's a fair whack of files to be out of whack. But just for an example, like my other desktop, when I run it, this was around 60%, and you can see on this graph here where that line is. That's where on the drive where that fragmentation is, and like on my desktop, the graph is sort of like this. So if you haven't run it already, I'd be clicking on Next, and just have these 2 boxes ticked here, just to delete some unnecessary junk files before realigning the programs. You can click on more information to find out more about that if you're unfamiliar. Then you just click on Next. So yeah, so once again, that's Program Accelerator, Start, and Analyze. And if you haven't done so already, just click Next and follow the prompts, and I'd definitely run in that one. I'll just click back on the overview, back to the main one. Just one more under Individual Tools again is Memory Mechanic, deep defragmentation of your PC's RAM. So click on Start. I'm not actually going to do it at the moment, because I don't actually, well actually I will do it for you just so you can see, but so you just click on Next, and I'll go through and give your memory a quick defrag. Okay, so I recovered 84.792% of memory there, which isn't a great deal, but so if I go back in there, you click on, I'd probably, if you haven't run it, down the bottom here, perform deep memory fragmentation, defrag for the first time, and you might be surprised how much memory's been sort of utilised in places it doesn't need to be. Last one, just back on the overview, always overview to go home, is under live boost. So on real-time status, we've got these opti-core and power sense. See, I've got my 4 cores here. Dun, 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 dun. So what this is doing is you can actually go through and select different configurations. So configure here, or you configure there, but I'll just click on this one, and so dynamically senses your processor needs when launching high demands apps, automatically unparks and maximizes CPU cores and turns off unneeded services. So you know, you can sort of go in here and select, you know, for say web browsing or a different type of actions that you might be doing on the net. But considering that you don't use the net for very long periods of time, I'd probably be going for one that punches a bit of pack, you know, and I do it myself. You say something like music or video production or graphics and 3D CAD design. You just select one of those, and that's basically all you need to do is you just select it, and I think it defaults back every time you restart the computer, but so it's just sort of selecting it as per needed, but have a little fiddle around and just as you're going, just change them and see what sort of response that you get from your computer. Yeah, and the only other one was under all-in-one tools was this PC security one here. If you haven't actually run that one, you just go on start. I won't be able to go through and do this one because there are no recommended actions based on the last diagnosis, but that might not be the case on your one. So once again, that's just I'll go home. That's just under the toolbox, all-in-one tools, PC security, start, and just follow the prompts there. Might find a couple little vulnerabilities. Yeah, so if you haven't done those things yet, and don't forget, help, and check for product updates. And yeah, I think that's about it for now. Alrighty, see ya, bye.